All praises to the Most High, the source of all. So, we're going to get into some tarot. Most High, I ask you for discernment and wisdom. What does your children need to know? For their healing. Ace of Swords, tell the truth. You have a whole new mindset. Something's happening in your life where you're thinking differently. You're thinking more. You're not walking on eggshells. You're not thinking of, let me stay quiet so that someone else prevails over me. It's like you're cutting through all the BS. You're cutting through all the lies. Because you have a new perception. You have a new way of thinking. You're putting you first, it feels like. All praises to the Most High. What do your children need to know? For their healing? For their growth? For your daughter? You seem like, you feel like everything is all over the place and nothing is coming when you want it to. But I feel like it's because nothing's coming when you want it to. It's because you're protecting people instead of protecting you so that you can prevail, so that you can ascend, so that you can become better. Yeah. It's like you're supposed to be a warrior of the divine, right? When I read, I ask the Most High to send messages to his children. Not karmics, not the nations, not everyone else, but for people of the divine. So if you're a warrior of the divine and you're supposed to execute justice, I want to say judgment. If you're supposed to execute justice, then how do you let evil prevail over you? What comes out is the Page of Wands and the King of Wands. Wow. 9 of Cups. Okay, so you had a very lustful energy. And you were the abundance because, again, you keep letting someone prevail over you. Very young-minded, very like a lizard. Like a lizard. Like very young-minded and only sees things their way. They don't hear you, they don't see you unless it benefits them. They move with their pole. They move with their sexual, lustful energy. That's how they get people to bend to their will. But they tried to do that on you, but you're not a lustful energy. Why do we need to know that? All praises to the Most High. Ten of Wands to the King of Pentacles, the Magician. Wow. You needed to know that because this is a burden on you. And it's stopping you from becoming the King of Pentacles, the magician. It's stopping you from knowing your true power so that you can move forward and you can be stable in your situation, in your life. But instead, you're holding burdens for this page in King of Wands. Like they are literally like they were a young little lustful thing, and now they like absorbed to like this. I puffed up my chest. I know who I am, and I'm gonna do what I want at anybody's cost. And you were staying silent, just holding burdens. And it's like you're the damn magician, and you're not supposed to be at all struggling for anything, because you are the divine's child. There's nothing that you should be able to not have because you don't want much, but to move in your purpose and help others. But instead of you helping others, you helping the person that is trying to diminish you. You can't help the devil and think you're going to prosper. You can't hold their secret and think you're going to prosper. What I say? You can't hold their secrets and think you're going to prosper. You can't hold their secrets being with them thinking you're going to prosper. And that came out sideways. Okay? So again, you need to put a depth to this, because if you don't, it's going to put a depth to your King of Pentacles. You need to leave this situation if you haven't already. You need to get away from this situation. And unfortunately, you thought it was a happy home, running around with kids that was happy, but it came out sideways. So it's like it was happy on your end, but it wasn't happy on someone else's end. Or either it was happy on their end because they were getting away with whatever they wanted, and it was miserable on your end. But meanwhile, there has been a parent that is either deceased, or a child that is either deceased from this. Yeah, you had to leave, like confirmation. You had to look out in the world and say, do I stay here in this comfortable castle, which isn't comfortable, but it's all I know? So I'm just going to take the punches? Or am I going to explore the world and go out and see what's out there for me? Am I going to be the best version of me? Ace of Cups. You had to take a chance on you and love on you. What came out was the Nine of Pentacles that fell on top of the Ten of Cups with the Four of Swords. So you had to rest. You had to sit and think and meditate about what you truly want and what was best for you. And when you realized what was best for you, that's when your family became happy. You know, it was like you was carrying burdens for this person. Like keeping their secrets, their lies. I don't know if it made you look, I don't know, like you had this happy family, or that you were prestigious because you were with someone that had money or more friends or clout. I don't know. But it was like you were holding their secrets. I'm thinking it's because it was your family. You know, maybe a wife or a husband, or a boyfriend or a girlfriend that you had children with. And you were trying to keep it afloat, keep it going. Because you see how in the background, it's a house. You carrying all them burdens alone. Where the rest of the people in that house? Why they not helping you? And here you are after you meditated, after you rested for a while. got your head together, got your mind together, put you first, loved on you. And now your coins start coming in, your stability start coming in. You start to see things a lot clearer, but it's by yourself. And it fell on top of the Ten of Cups. All praise to the Most High. Anything else? The Page of Pentacles flipped over, but it didn't come out. Ace of Cups. The more you practice self-love, the more you'll see your abundance start to change. It'll start to do what it needs to do for you. But if you don't love on yourself enough to speak your truth, to heal yourself, instead of walking on eggshells and hiding this person's secrets, allowing them to keep their mask on, while it's diminishing you, diminishing your children, your family, it'll be a death to you, to who you are, your energy. The Two of Wands pop up. It's like, are you going to be comfortable in this cage that you made for yourself? Or are you going to see the world in the palm of your hand and go out and live your best life? Two of Cups. This was a union that was diminishing you. You had to balance your energy and understand that this wasn't for you. The Chariot. It's like, which way that closed? Which way are you going to choose to move? Because it's up to you. And if you don't move forward for what's best for you, you'll see you always holding someone's lies and secrets will be the demise of you. Three of Pentacles. You have people that would love to work with you, but you're holding yourself back. When you hold yourself back, when you hold the secrets for another and allow them to wear a mask, and then you allow them to prevail over you and do you harm, that energy exists. That energy will be put on you, and you'll start to be anxious, scared, always thinking things are going wrong for you. It's like people always say, oh, forgive and move on. And those people that so-called forgive and move on always carry pain, right? You forgive by loving on yourself and walking in your truth. You forgive by putting it to an end so that whatever it is doesn't keep prevailing over you. A move what was closing your deck. Your finances are funny because you're in this cage. Like I said, you're in a mental cage. You're letting people prevail over you, but you're putting yourself in this cage. No one else is. You're trying to be perfect, I think. You're trying to save people in a way without saving you first. You're diminishing. You're causing death to yourself. The Chariot, you're moving the Chariot towards death for yourself instead of death for the evil. Never allow someone to prevail over you. Never allow someone to take advantage. You're allowing someone else to have the world in the palm of their hand and do whatever they want. And all it is illusions. All it is illusions. It's not even what they want. It's just what they think they want because, like we said, they're very lustful energy. Page of Wands, King of Wands. They think they on their path. They think they like chasing some type of happiness. And in the meanwhile of chasing it, as long as they can open their legs or spread their wand, it's like they're thinking that's what's keeping these people happy. I can go out and have fun, and I can go out and do this, and I can mess with this one and mess with that one. But you're sitting there like, oh, I don't want to be bothered with this. That's why you left with the Six of Wands. But at the same time, you are being bothered with because you allow this person to keep coming in with illusions whenever they want. But like I said, I think that's because this is like a family, someone in your bloodline, or either someone that you've married, or a baby father or baby mother, and that's the only reason they have this tie to you. But you need to cut that tie. You need to show them that you're not down for evil, that you are a warrior of the Most High, and you will end all evil. All praises to the Most High. I hope this helped you. It's time for you to transform. Transform your mind. Love yourself. You are an amazing person. You walk in truth until it comes to this person. And that is what's distorting you. You can't walk in truth. And then when it comes to this family member or this lover or this spouse or this baby mother or baby father, all of a sudden you step away from truth to shield them. What's evil in your life is you allowing evil to prevail over others and you because you stay quiet and walk on eggshells. Some of you, when you do speak, it's not heard. And you're like, well, I am speaking out about it. No one cares. But just because no one cares doesn't mean you have to keep putting up with it. And if they're really doing evil, because that's what I'm feeling, like real evil, then go to the police and let the police handle it and decide. Yeah. We always think, the divine source is going to come down and wreak havoc. But if the divine moves through you and you're supposed to call judgment and you're supposed to do what's right, how do they get their just due? Even in the scripture, Isaiah, it tells you when you don't correct the evil man or the evil woman, that evil person, their integrity is gone. Even in a group amongst just people, they will never be just. They will never seek justice. They will never seek justice. They will look at them as fools because they're evil and they come to destroy. So never let people prevail over you. All of us are divine beings, but some of us work for our lower selves, the adversary. And that's why you see the world so evil. If you realize that you were unevenly yoked with an adversary, why shield them from what is due? All praises to the Most High. So it is, so shall it be. Let your will be done. Ashe, ashe, ashe.